Hello guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. This time I'm actually not that far away from home. This is almost my neighborhood forest, but it is beautiful and it's a paradise for people like me that love camping. There is lakes everywhere and deep forests. So today I'm hiking on this trail, but I'm soon gonna turn away from the trail and head to a lake that I've been to before, but not on YouTube, which is a beautiful place as well. And I'm gonna try out my new hammock from Amok Equipment as well. This is the first time I'm gonna be sleeping in it, so I'm very excited for that. And I'm gonna be doing some cooking. I have one of my favorite soups with me, and I'm gonna do some fishing. I didn't catch a fish there last time, but hopefully this time can be different. But now let's keep going. So it's definitely not easy to walk here. But the positive is that all this is blueberries. Just look at this. It's so many. And they're so good. Yeah, that's amazing. Look what I just found. A lot of toads babies. Look at this. So tiny and cute. And of course, my first tick as well. I hate these bastards. I made it to the lake. It's so peaceful right now. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. I love this lake. Even if I haven't got a fish there yet, but gotta be a first one. What I'm gonna prioritize now is setting up camp, because the weather report says it's gonna be raining. And tonight it might even be thunder, so I just want to get a roof over my head before I think about food, because you don't want to eat food when you're wet. So I reckon I'm gonna be setting up camp between these two trees. I think it's a good distance probably. You want to have around 2.5 to 5 meters, I think, between the trees. And this is the first time I'm gonna be setting up my tarp, so that's gonna be interesting. Just taking off your bag and putting it on the ground is probably one of the best feelings when hiking. And what I also brought this time that I think might be very useful is this. So this is a thermocell. It has some kind of gas in it, and then you put a flame on it and it will keep the mosquitoes hopefully away. Because I was out in this forest just a couple days ago and I was getting eaten alive. And I also brought a new camera with me. This is the OM5 Mark II. I'm just borrowing this from my work, but I really do like it. I love the design of it. It looks very cool in my opinion. And it's also a little bit more rugged than my Sony cameras. Sony is amazing. That's what I'm using filming this, for example. But this one has a better rating for bad weather and so that is why I'm using it here, because you never know with the weather here. Okay, but let's start with the tarp. And yes, I did bring a pillow this time as well. I love my pillow. So this is the tarp. It doesn't take that much space, but it's supposed to be pretty big, I think. This is the first time I'm actually opening this. And yes, you should definitely try your camping gear, your new camping gear, at home first or somewhere controlled, and not when you're actually out doing the hardcore camping. Not that this is hardcore, but it's always good to try them and get to know your gear before you actually need to use them. Okay. Oh my god, this just fell out. I'm always so bad when it comes to strings. They always tangle up. But this was very smart. They actually use these small things that you can actually tie them together. That's very smart of you, Amok. It feels new. Okay, so I figured it out. And this is so good. Like, they've designed this very well, I gotta say. It's so easy. You get like a hook on two sides, so you always know which side is against the trees. And that hook is very easy to set up. Just get one of these, hook it to itself, and it's tight. And then they have made this so that you can just tighten this like this. So easy. Wow. Every tarp needs to do this. And I already got a spider on it. And now the sun came out. But it's a little bit uneven, so let's take this one side a little bit higher. Maybe like that. Does that look good? Yeah, it looks decent. I mean, I can always change it otherwise. Then you got these ones. I also got the spikes. So I got 6 of them, and 6 is exactly what you need, so don't lose one. But otherwise you can just buy more, I guess. Let's try this. Okay, this one is the other side. Oh, that's such a good design. Like, small things like this when camping and stuff is so nice to have. Just saves you a lot of time and energy. Now this one. And this tarp is actually quite big. I love that. Okay, now this one. Okay, I just need to show you guys this. Like, there is so many blueberries here. It's actually crazy. Look here. Look here, oh my god. Like, this is just one small bush. They are everywhere. Okay, so this is the result. I really like this design, but I might have to adjust it because the hammock is gonna have to fit under here. So let's try to do that now. So this is the bag the hammock comes in. So let's set it up. So I did this one time, just a couple days ago. It was not hard. Whoop. Okay, let's put up these ones first. And these ones have a really smart design as well. Very easy to set up. And you have this metal thing that you just puts inside here and take it towards you, and then you can just tighten it. So that one is done. Now the next one. Look how easy you can just tighten this. That's awesome. What I have noticed with this is that a lot of insects get stuck in here, but luckily this have mosquito nets, so I'm gonna be fine. Next part. The next part is actually the sleeping pad, because that is what makes the hammock stretch out a little bit. This is a pretty wide sleeping pad and pretty warm as well, so I really like it. I hate it when the sleeping pads are just too thin. Yeah, thin that way, but also this way, because then you feel like you're gonna roll off it all the time, and that's just annoying. And this one uses this bag to get the air in. Just plug it in like that. Now you can collect the air. Yes, now it's starting to look like something. I think you just need one small last. Yeah, That was all that I need. Pretty big, I like it. Let's take it through the hole here. Quite simple as well. Now we get its true form. And yeah, it's just a perfect fit. Now it's almost finished. Just the last two things, and that's just these two. Just these two small poles. You take here and here. So you get a little bit more space. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is what it looks like now. So you can lay completely flat here. It's awesome. And now I'm just gonna put on the mosquito net. Well, first I'm gonna take my pillow and my sleeping bag, and then I'm gonna take the mosquito net because I don't want to get eaten up here. This is my trustworthy Payak Core 550. I love this sleeping bag. Now let's grab the mosquito net out of its pocket. Super easy. You know it's high quality when the zip line is like this. All done. Now I'm gonna sleep here like a king. It's gonna be awesome. But now it's time for food. But now it's finally time for some food. I'm very hungry. So I brought my small table with me. Very fast to set up because the ground here is very uneven. And I brought myself some minced meat and some potatoes, spice, and some bread. Both for today and for tomorrow for breakfast. So let's get started because I'm starving. Let's start by splitting the potatoes. Let's cut them in small pieces. Around 1 centimeter. I am definitely no chef, so don't take any serious advice from me. I'm just trying to learn. Okay, now I have sliced all the potatoes. Now I'm gonna fry the minced meat. Oh, I hope I have gas left. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sad. And I use my Rocket Pocket 2 for that. I've had it for a couple of years and it's been serving me well, so don't see a reason to swap. But if you know any good one that might be even faster, then I would be pleased if you told me some tips. And I brought my trustworthy fork. Like that. Let's just take this whole thing in there. Like that. Amazing. I'm definitely gonna have to move it around quickly because it's not a big surface on where it's warm. Oh, I also brought some tomato sauce. Now let's put half the spice in. It's already starting to smell good. This was actually easier than I thought it would be. It's almost ready, and it's only been a couple minutes. But yes, it is a bit annoying that the ground is very uneven here. Like, it's hard to get stable. And this thing is not called the Rocket Pocket for no reason. I mean, it almost sounds like a rocket. Let's add some spice. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. Final touches. And now it's ready. Look at that. Now I'll add some potatoes. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to fit all because this was a lot of meat. Otherwise I'm just gonna have to cook them twice. Then let's add some tomatoes. Ooh, nice. Because I have to fit water here as well, and there's almost no space left. But it's so much water here and it's so wet, so I can barely get to the water. I usually want to be a little bit further out. Okay, I managed to get enough water. Now let's cook this. Looks like the storm is coming. I might have to seek protection while cooking the food. Okay, so I had to move all of a sudden because just rainstorm came in and some thunder as expected. So now I'm cooking here, but the food is ready. Woo! Nice. Just look at this, a big bowl of food. Let's turn that off, the stove. Oh God. Got a lot of... I got food everywhere when moving because it's just so full. Yeah, the thunder is still going. Ooh, it's warm. Warm food in the forest is unbeatable. And I like how far down I look. It looks like I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm actually sitting on my Helinox chair, but the bushes here is just so tall. Yeah, that's good. I also have some bread with me that my girlfriend made. So let's try it out. I'm just gonna dip it in the bowl a little bit. That is some very good bread. Homemade. Just the way we like it. It's simple food like this, almost like Stone Age food, but so good. Okay, Jesus. Look, I am very wet on my pants. It's been raining quite a bit, but I managed to get the food under the tarp and I ate some warm food and that was very nice. And now I'm completely exhausted. I apologize if this video is a little bit of lesser quality than my last two. It's just that today it's actually a Wednesday and I'm working, or I was working today until 4, and now I'm here. And as you guys probably know, when you're working a full-time job, you're probably pretty tired after your job, but this was the only time that I was able to do this week, so I really wanted to do it both for myself and for you guys as well. But yeah, you can feel that working and then just immediately going out sometimes takes a toll on you, and especially when you're doing a video as well. But I've talked about this before actually, about prioritizing stuff, and I feel that I'm pretty proud of myself still that I actually did go out here even when I am tired, because it is something I want to prioritize, and sometimes it's gonna be the hard choice. It would definitely be easier to just be home now, especially when there was just a thunderstorm and probably gonna come a few more later in an hour or so. But hopefully I can do some fishing before the sun goes completely down. The time is almost 10, so time moves fast when you're having fun and when you're camping. But thank you guys for all of your support on my last 2 videos. It's been very fun to see, and I've almost read every comment loud to my family and everyone that I care about, because it really moves me, and I'm really thankful for you guys and all the tips and all the compliments, because I do really get a lot of compliments, and yeah, it's just like wow. But I hope you guys are having a good week, because I am. I hope you're taking care of yourself and your mental health, and I hope you guys are spending as much time as possible in the nature, in the forest. And I apologize that I haven't uploaded for 3 weeks. I've been on vacation in Norway and on Sweden's biggest island, Gotland, and Fårö. It was a much needed vacation, and I choose to prioritize my time with my family, and I focused on photos instead of videos. And yes, it was very nice, but I was still aching to upload a video and go camping, because I didn't go camping during this time. I was just sleeping in cabins and so on. Oh, there is a lot of mosquitoes here now, or the smaller ones. I don't know what they're called in English. I should grab my thermal cell. I've had a lot on my mind lately. It's just stuff with the car and some sick family members and stuff I want to do, but I feel like I can't do them because I don't have unlimited money and unlimited time. Stuff like normal people or like everyone else feels like as well. I want to go to Norway again. I want to travel full time. I want to do videos full time. But sometimes you just have to like ground yourself or remind yourself that nothing is impossible, and that where you are now is good. And for some of us, this is the place where we before have wanted to be. So I think it's important to not take it for granted. I remind myself very often that don't take this moment for granted, because once upon a time you wish you were where you are now. So yeah, I think that's very good to remind yourself about. But enough talking, I need to do some fishing, because this lake looks so beautiful and the water is so still, and something just jumped. So I have to do some fishing before I go to bed. You do sink down a little bit here because the ground is just so wet. Ooh, I love that sound. Wow, when everything's quiet, it sounds so loud. No, it's not a fish. It's the ground. And yes, sometimes I do a little bit more like hardcore fishing, where I spend hours just fishing. Usually I don't do camping then, I just do fishing. And of course that's always better. Usually when I go camping, it's just a side thing, something I do enjoy, and it's very peaceful. But it's not the main thing, and I don't bring that many baits. But it would still be awesome to get something, of course, and sometime I could definitely do more of a fishing camping trip, where I go somewhere I know there is more likelihood to be fish, and where I maybe bring a little bit more fishing gear or do some research of the lake or river or wherever, so I know what I can expect. Time to make it a little bit more cozy with a light. Let's put it here for now. Because the dark comes quickly as soon as the sun goes down. But yeah, I am so tired. I actually think I'm gonna head to my hammock and then I'm gonna read in my Kindle a little bit and then fall asleep. And then in the morning, I'll give you guys a review on the first night in the hammock from my mock equipment. I feel like it's gonna be better at least. Well, I see you guys in the morning. Oh, I can feel my whole rib cage stretching out. That's awesome. But this one has been very stable. I love the way this looks and feels. The tarp has been super high quality and the hammock as well. The weather now is not as pleasant as yesterday, and this night has been very rough, very much rain. Sometimes when you're like half asleep, half awake, you get like this anxious thoughts that, oh, maybe water is gonna come down and destroy everything, my camera equipment. So I didn't actually sleep that well, but it wasn't because I was uncomfortable. I was very comfortable this whole night. It was just because of the heavy rain. I was also worried that like the rain would come in on the sides, but on my gear. But this tarp is so big that it's impossible, and everything is very dry underneath. So, yeah. And it doesn't look like the weather is gonna get any better. And I do actually have work in 2 hours. Because yes, I go out on work days as well. Camping only on the weekend, it's just 2 days. Like, I need more. But yes, but next time it will be a more planned place and I will have more time as well. So hopefully that one will be even better. Now I'm just gonna have to take everything down. Hopefully it won't rain anymore, because it's always annoying to take your tarp down and then it starts raining. But you should always take your tarp down the last thing you can, of course. But thank you guys for watching another video. I'm very thankful for you guys. If you have any tips, I highly appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day.